Hi, my name is Blaise Cabdicum, and I'm here to give you my presentation for the Early Literacy Storytime. So I designed my Storytime directed aimed towards preschoolers. The reason I chose preschoolers is honestly just when I sat down to give a when I sat down to watch other people's story times, those are just the ones I saw preschoolers. Saw like the kids sit down with their parents, and so just based off what I saw, that's really what I feel the most comfortable just kind of explaining and building my own plan around. Right. So at the start of my story time, I would like to kick things off with a song. What I had in mind for each story time session, we make the first and last song of each story time the same, but all the things in the middle, I was planning on having kind of a consistent theme with the story time. So the song I chose for my story time was called "Wake Up Little Birdie." I'm kind of biased because when I did choose the song, I chose it because it's a song I remember growing up when I went to summer camp. The summer camp's ages were like 6 to 12, and each day we'd all sit down on the floor. The people would come up with the song, and the song went, "Wake up in the sky, the little birds fly." And each verse of the song, they had a different way to get the kids like standing up and involved. Some verse of the song that had the kids stretching their arms. Some verse of the song that had the kids trying to sleep, and it's just a way, like I said, just to get the kids involved and engaged with the storytime process. Okay. So after we have the opening song, I was planning on talking to the kids a bit. As in, let's go. Do you know what today's theme is? Today's theme is dinosaur theme. I chose dinosaurs just because, honestly, it's just lots of kids like dinosaurs. It will be a different theme every session, ideally. And with dinosaurs, like there's lots of material for kids available. Kids get excited about it. There's lots of cute pictures of dinosaurs. Then ask them like, "Have you guys ever seen a dinosaur before? What's your favorite dinosaur?" And these questions are just aimed to get the kids excited about the books I chose today. So the first book I chose is called The Minosaur. Remember, this book was best recommended towards kids age 3 to 6. And the reason I chose this book has a very kind of simple story formula, like most preschool books. The book itself is about a preschool full of dinosaurs, and the dinosaurs are just kind of playing, doing their thing, and then a dinosaur called the Minosaur comes in. And the Minosaur does not like to share at all, so he'll come in, he'll take away all the dinosaurs' toys and say, "These toys are mine." At lunchtime, he'll take away all the kids' like snacks and say, "These snacks are mine." And overall, the book, I do like it a lot just because, like, with the repetition, it's really easy to get the kid. I would like to have the kid saying every page that Minosaur will say, "This is mine, mine, mine," and then I won't try and get the kids to repeat along with me, "Mine, mine, mine." Again, just to get the kids more engaged and more involved with the storytelling. Other benefits of the book I chose. There is a lesson about sharing involved. One illustration I really like has the Minosaur taking all the kids' building blocks, and he builds a tower like way up in the clouds, and he's all by himself on the top of this cloud tower. And he's acting all lonely because none of the dinosaurs want to play with him. And eventually he learns that he has to share to get along with other dinosaurs, and they're all friends at the end. So just, to kind of cute lessons like that, just which I feel are good for the kids. So after the first book, hoping to break things up and sing another song with them. The song I chose, the song itself is called "The Dinosaurs Go Marching In," and it's sung to the tune of "The Ants Go Marching." And the song they're pretty similar. You just replace ants with dinosaurs. So instead of the ants go marching one by one, just go "The dinosaurs go marching one by one, hurrah, hurrah." And for certain parts, they get the kids to stand up, and for every different verse, we just get the kids to act like different dinosaurs. So they can act like T-Rexes by like pretending to have short hands. They can pretend to be pterodactyls by flapping their arms. Pretend to be triceratops by having horns, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, I think that would just be a good way of getting the kids into the story. Into the song. So after the middle song, we'd go back to another book. The second book I chose was called "How Do Dinosaurs Say Goodnight?" This book was probably the most recommended dinosaur book I've seen, just searching online. So the book does, like the Minosaur, has kind of a simple repetitive pattern. How do dinosaurs say goodnight? Does he get excited when he turns off the lights? And there's lots of nice little illustrations in the book that you see a picture of like a Triceratops taking a bath, or like a T-Rex being tucked in by its mother, going to bed. And I feel like with a story like that, the kids are going to go to bed that night, and the parents are going to tuck them in. And I like the idea of having like the kids pretending they're dinosaurs, and it would just be a nice way to get the parents bonding with the kids, thanks to the Storytime selection. Mm-hmm. And yeah, after that book, just to start asking the kids like, so what was your guys' favorite part? What's your guys' favorite dinosaur? You do go around the room asking kids like, what was your favorite part between both the books, or what was your favorite book? Just trying to get the kids' thoughts and opinions on the stories that I told them. So once I'm done asking the kids questions, I plan on taking out the storyboard, and I'll show you what I have. So I'll show you what I have right here. A second. And so I chose to base my storyboard off the nursery rhyme, 5 Little Monkeys Jumping Off the Bed. Only, as I mentioned, since the theme will be dinosaur themed, I made a bed with 5 little dinosaurs. If I can get them right here, you can see them. Yeah, and with this nice little prop, it'd be nice and easy. Just go 5 little dinosaurs jumping on the bed. One fell off and bumped his head. Mama called the doctor, and the doctor said, no more dinosaurs jumping on the bed. And with like these, go like 5 dinosaurs, 4 dinosaurs, 3, 2, 1 dinosaur, and no more dinosaurs jumping on the bed. So we'd still leave them up for the kids to play around. And honestly, once the story's over, I do plan just like kind of passing them around, giving the kids a chance to play with them. And yeah, once everyone's taken a look at the little felt dinosaurs, we start the closing process with the goodbye song. The goodbye song I chose, it could be anything really. The one I chose, which I plan on keeping the same throughout the rest of my Storytime sessions, is called Now It's the Goodbye Song, Now It's Time to Say Goodbye, sung to the tune of Frere Jacques, Frere Jacques. So it goes like, now it's time to say goodbye, say goodbye, say goodbye. And yeah, for this song, I would like to have all the kids standing up, just because they're standing up, they're paying attention, they're really involved with Storytime. And once the goodbye song's over, the kids don't have to leave right away. And I do plan on having the kids like pass the felt dinosaurs around, kind of play with it. I would like to have maybe a collection of stamps to get the kids to stand up and come get their hands stamped to really show and felt that like they remember this Storytime, this is something they collected, and to get the kids all together just kind of talking and playing with each other. Once they all get stamped, I would like if they just wait in the room. Maybe the parents can come pick them up. They don't have to go if they don't want to. They can play with the toys. But at that point, the Storytime would be pretty much over. All right. Yeah, thank you for taking time to listen to my Storytime presentation, and I hope you enjoyed it. All right. Goodbye.